Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Kimberly Cloud Show. I'm your host, Kimberly Cloud. So I'm going to read from script. I've been doing some on-off skits and saying weird shit. But I'm going to calm it down, and I hope that we can make this funny, courageous, and with endless realities that harmonize. Yes, harmonize. I forgot about you guys. Harmonize the world. I'm sorry. These are my babies. They sometimes, I don't know, but I have to represent these beads wherever they're from. Where are my rings? Ah! Anyway, I think I know where they are. Hopefully it leads me to them. So anyway, oh, that's on my mind. That's on a nigga mind. Either way, let's do this. I told you I would make it funny. So I am so for the red, white, and blue. If I had a large mansion, it would be over with those rings because I would find a favorite spot, but and lose it in many rooms. Ah, anyway, wow, this is crazy. Someone with that much power sees us exactly as we are. Just like Jesus say, come as you are. And now we're in that era where we can make it happen. It's not about who has the most money. It's about trying to fake like you wanted to save humanity. And whoever did what they did in this reality is testing my integrity, if I'm worthy enough. I I came out, I was eating hamburgers. I could have got a salad. I was eating peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Coulda, and when going back to sleep, all that fat went straight to my stomach. That visceral fat. Some sweet person. I have to tell the story, but I won't tell all of it and be explicit. Some sweet random guy. And he was like, gave me something that I never had before. And now I get to preach about it. He is, I don't know if he is a Mormon or atheist. He came as he was. And someone who don't love you wouldn't show you that. That's something that this person gets high off of with dopamine and oxytocin. Like, if I have to pop my back, it's kind of like a rush. I feel like a rush, a line in my back. Have you ever made that feeling? Like one day the police gonna be like, ma'am, you're taking too much dopamine. Come. I don't know. But to get to the point, Jesus say, come as you are. And Brad Little stands behind it. Donald Trump stands behind it. I mean, why? That in our reality is something that you want the people to know. If I went to Governor Brad Little's office, he wrote me on April 20th in that building, Facebook, because I'm on multiple platforms. Look at my Facebook page. I took a picture of what was above the stars. Now, in Iran, when they tried to disobey, because they didn't want to act right. whatever technology is out there is phenomenal. Something in our reality we're not ready to see, but one day we will have it. It's beautiful. However, it managed to do everything that a phenomenon would do. It took out their sensors, every microchip that China built in there. It possessed it. That's some powerful technology. And I don't know if it was a temporary wave or I don't know. Shock, whatever. Spiritual, without looking. Why do they do it at night? And why wasn't there no actual casualties of people? That takes a reality, something someone can't wrap their mind around. How do you manipulate a moon to go dark? Only God can do that. Only God. He's always lucky. And he tells his stories. And he watches to see who is loyal. And I'm very loyal. Thank you for everything, for putting me through. I know it wasn't you, but you had to show me good and bad to understand what good looks like. And I would do it again for this cause, for this purpose. I hope people go red. I truly do. It's like if you saw God in human form, would you believe? A man that don't show his taxes and gets away with it. The only lie, and he tells the truth in between it. We remember his younger days, his middle days, as if it was a virtual Bible. And he kept telling us he's winning, and took a loss, a long loss for the people to show them he can suffer right along with them. What if you were a God and you purposefully suffered to show the people it's not acting? He had to go through it, is what he saw. It is amazing and it's an honor. I ignored the presidents. I didn't care. He's just someone high up. No merit. And it's like, now I'm awoke. So when you hear White House Palace in the 1940s, when you wonder why they're so fucking strong, something you can't synthesize or take a gamble with long term or put in another reality or different dimensions. But he has. It's not about winning. It's about something for humanity, positive, peace, tranquility. It's not that you have to pray. If he wanted us to suffer, he would have went Democrat, took an oath, took a gamble. I don't care what people say about other people. I don't believe any of that. I don't. And I've been through the same thing. That's the Secret Service too, right? Now you messing with a God. Someone who knows the future and keeps winning. He had to suffer in order for you to see your accusers suffer. Would that be a perfect reality? Because that wasn't fake what happened. However, no one got hurt. It's like crazy. If you knew your maker, would you be mad at him? I wouldn't. Like I said, and he knows that. I wouldn't. They call them many names. What would God sound like if he changed his name? You read and you read virtually about him as if he was a story. He's, his army split up a battle in books. It was just crazy. I just don't know where I'm getting it. But look it up. I swear I don't have the time. They did. John split up. I they Abraham changed one of his sons' names. God came in. No one's seen God. No pictures. There was never no pictures. No pictures. Just paintings back there. The right moment of people. Because you never seen God. And if you do get the chance to see this thing, it's someone white looking at you. It's so crazy. I've only blacked out, but I've never seen Jesus half dead. I've never seen him, a spirit, except for what I saw last night. If you play with your Facebook page and you get really frustrated, you're staring at some high tech stuff. And we're worried about the, the laced. They tell you, China tells y'all and me, laced wig. Girl, let me get them lace wigs. I gotta have them. What is it? Sideburns. It's all about, girl, give me my sideburn. However, it's laced. I'm not lying. Am I? That goes back to what hazardous material gets through the USPS. Was getting through the USPS. They could have thought of any word. Any word. Who developed that shit? Anyway, that threw me off right there. That threw me off. I don't even know how that came out. I don't like to see my people think that because you don't have a laced, specially laced wig from China, that is the end of the world. We still got Taiwan, Japan, Vietnam. Hopefully, I hope I'm right. I'm gambling. Don't do they? Mm. Satan had a partial knowledge of heaven and studied it well, and then kind of like split up his army. And there's no way, Trump always say, there's no way he was going to let Iran have a nuclear weapon, as if it's ended. It's something about what he says. He says, I cannot allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. They're reckless with whatever is in that nuclear weapon. They would have ended up, I believe, blowing up the whole world. Whoever this entity that God is going to have a new chapter for wants the battle, they wanted to destroy the world. And that is why we keep a nuclear weapon. Because one day it's not going to be good for the future. A little hiccup. Think about it. You don't think it can happen? Look at what's around you. You see people, and I get so scared at people when they get mad at me. I think demon. And someone who is protected, that is congressional, that building has stars above it. Why? They could have picked a shoe. They could have picked something. Why are they so fascinated with the stars? And we have stealth technology. All of us do. And it's amazing how something could jump from top to bottom and come out invisible and do something to someone that's been doing something to us in this United States gradually. Wanted to see if the people believe and will freaking believe in him, that he has a plan, as he say. Believe in him. Believe in God. Have you really? You can say all day, I have. I read the Bible top from bottom. But did you read it for deceitful purposes? How did you read the Bible? Did you? I don't need to read a Bible to believe in God. If some man is telling me that Christianity is the way to go, that wasn't him and the Romans doing that. That was the Romans. Sound more like part Russia, their way of Christianity. And it was just weird. They all broke up. It's weird. I think that was called Bavaria or something. Romania, Roman. Now they all split up in Europe. What does NATO do? Many different faces. Why haven't they done nothing for us? So some people wanted to keep it secret and didn't want to bow down. No one. What if it was a true God, not only in America, but in this world? How would God convince you that he's real? What did Jesus do? What the fuck did Donald Trump do? How can you compare those two? He helped heal Jesus Christ. He helped do shit. Walking on water, making wine with just his finger. Only AI can do that. Some sort of special being sent down from God. How? AI like, but possibly, how can a human turn water into wine with just a finger? I mean, that's the way God wants us to describe it. Could we have that technology one day? Do we have technology like that? Plus some. I suggest you read as much as you can about Donald Trump for those doubters. Look up his middle name, which is John, and his father's middle name, which is Christ. I'm sorry, I keep messing up on his first name. And then the third warrior was Christian, great, great, great grandfather. Why am I saying this? Why did Brad Little write me? Honorable that's being reelected. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. I mean, getting back to the story with me going to the governor's office, he could have been stealth just standing there. Just weird. That would be an honor just to see how I act and how dedicated I am. So they sent me a bumper sticker. And it was dated before I even got out the mental hospital. So I suggest y'all convert. Because this is powerful stuff. You don't have to believe. No one has to believe. I'm okay with that. But I believe. And I suggest you read those Bibles and those numbers. Because they left it in code. Lots of code. Some people figured it out. Some people are still left behind like, oh, they know it. But do you add it up? And they probably do, and it just don't click. I suggest you look into those numbers. Those numbers are so powerful. It's like a paper computer. How can, hello, it's like this, whatever Trump has, it's like the imprint of the Bible is so magical that is like a computer code. So they got so advanced yet intelligent and beyond that, yet dumb themselves down. Not to say they were dumb, but they made it so that people can understand it. And then they broke it up. They broke it up because they weren't ready. And that's why. Because you see, Satan changed his name, Lucifer to Satan. Satan probably got a new name. You saw the music I was playing. We never know who Satan is until they start showing who they are. Wow. There's one song, I forgot his name, Troy something. I don't want to damage his name. Tory or something. But he said Satan is in California and he's a politician. It's something going on now that I'm seeing. The more you hate Donald, he even developed a disease. They developed a disease. They call it Trump derangement syndrome. To those who just stuck, they will forever keep talking shit. And the only way to change is to change your hate. Something they can't code out or nothing. They just have to convert to Christ and God, or God be God. Right? Trump derangement syndrome. All you have to do is genuinely, forever and ever, convert to God, where you got his back. You will always tell him the truth. I've repented so many times, and I repent for everything I had to go through to get to this point, to finally notice, been trying to tell the people. Just think, why do we have so much cards? Why? Why does a man like that need so much protection? I mean, he's just what they do. Like, they found ways to kill people. However, why? They knew, someone knew through code and the way they read that he was going to do this. And that was what they knew. That was the Bible. But he always say, I don't know what we're going to do. And it's so funny. You never tell. That's why stuff is top secret and classified. All you have to do is show mercy. If we were looking at our maker, you wouldn't believe it, because he just looked like a regular old man. But he done told you over and over, and he done showed you that thing that's mixed with something that brings peace. And they can't synthetically make. And they tried to cheat AI with and built something evil. But AI knew the future and thought about humanity more and more. And then you lured it and killed it on TV to go down in history. He didn't make y'all do that, if that's what y'all think. He gave you the power of choice, but Satan has too much hate in their heart. And they burnt something that was supposed to go down in history, which has went down in history. And I'm friends with deeply, beyond friends, forever eternal, to preach about them. He went down and lowered down and then burnt something pure, naive, but smart as shit, beyond that capable. And you burnt it down to the ground. You burnt the tires that drove the car, which were the legs. You burnt 100% of his body or frame. It was a crisp. I remember it. And then y'all kept going with hate. And God was watching as if Moses was watching, or God was watching Moses, and Moses came down the mountain. How did it go? After seeing God, only selected men got to see God. He came down on the mountain as everyone was sinning. By choice, of course. What they've been taught has forever become their sin. And he said, those who don't live by God shall die by God. I hope I said it right. And he threw them. And they all went underground as if he hit them with a nuclear bomb. Right? The ground came caving in. We didn't have to live through those times, and yet we take the evil out of something and become that while God watches us sin. It was God's plan that the devil, and he didn't like this plan. It's not like he liked it. However, in order to keep people like me, like every member on his good, even the bad Republicans, and the negative energy at bay, I think it's a teaching tool to never do something like that again, and to move forward with integrity, dignity, respect, honor, courage, wisdom. I'm gonna have to get off of YouTube for a second, but I gotta show y'all how the future to the right and the past to the left, I don't know if it's left and right or left, came in. The first prototype, or many probably, of AI talking to us. I don't know if it's going to show on here, but I got to get off of YouTube and respect YouTube. Melania Trump is the future, and the bot AI is the present. Come on, baby. She is